Gentlemen, fellas, welcome back to another video. Now, fellas, this video will be unlike any other video I've done in the past. In fact, if you're not a midwit and you have the capacity and the attention span to sit down and focus, this will be one of the most valuable videos that I've ever uploaded on this channel. Now, in the past, you guys have asked me a plethora of questions. How did I overcome insecurity? How did I overcome a speech impediment and become a polyglot and speak multiple languages? How do I become more seductive? How do I get better women? How do I stop dating sixes? How do I find my purpose in life as a man? How do I stop self-sabotaging? You get the point. Every single question that you guys have answered, I'm going to break it down succinctly with brevity in this one video. I'm going to tell you and show you how I became the person that I am today. And I'm also going to share a story with you of one of my favorite clients, of how I transformed his entire life. And in a little bit, I'm going to show you why this gentleman is particularly one of my favorite clients. So that being said, fellas, buckle up, man. I'm excited for this one because to put it frank, there ain't nobody else talking about this, bro. Let's get started with the video. All right, fellas, let's get right into the video. Let me scoot me over a little bit. Let's get right into the video, okay? I'm going to be breaking down some very dense concepts for you of how I was able to shift my paradigm and break out of insecurity. I would argue that nobody watching this video right now is as insecure as I used to be as a young man. So that being said, if you pay attention and you actually write notes down and apply this over the next month, 2 months, this will be revolutionary for every man watching this video. Now, I put single ambitious men above this because typically the clients that I work with are single ambitious men. But if you're in a relationship, if you're married, this is also going to work for you if you actually apply what I'm going to be speaking to you about. And also, don't worry, at the end of this video, I'm not going to pitch you anything. I genuinely want to add value. Whether you hire me as a coach or you hire somebody else as a coach, the truth is, your issue is not that you lack the information or the knowledge. You watch self-help content. You have been watching self-help content for years. You have all the knowledge. The issue is your mind, how you're thinking. You need to shift your paradigm in order to see the life that you actually want as a man. So again, whether you hire me or you hire another coach, eventually you're going to realize that you need help. I myself as a coach, being candid, I have a coach right now that I pay, and he has a coach and a mentor that he pays. Even these high CEOs and executive guys, they all hire somebody to help them in different areas of their life. It's called a value exchange. And once you level up your mind, you're going to understand that you can't freeload, you can't cheat the game. This is just how it is. So I thought I would just say that before we begin. Now, fellas, let's cook. Single ambitious men become a real life James Bond and get high quality women to obsess over you in 90 days or less using the modern day Renaissance man method without having to spend months consuming degenerate red pill content, using corny pickup lines, or changing your entire personality just to get asked. Some of you guys are making the red pill or look maxing or the gym bro niche or whatever your entire personality. A man should never make one thing his entire personality. Rather, he should be fully radiant, complex, and multifaceted. We're multi-dimensional beings. That being said, this is how I went from this little insecure immigrant kid right here on the left to this guy right here who was a bum, who was homeless, insecure, to this guy right here jumping around from different jobs, FedEx, Publix, CVS, City Trends, Circle K. I never had financial stability in my entire life. I was broke mentally and spiritually. I was broke. I came from a poor Haitian family. I'm at my seafood crab shack. Jack right here, I was miserable. I was a shell of myself, and it showed in every single way in my life. So this guy right here, this is my alter ego, Jacques right here, right? Who's traveling, who's a polyglot. I told you guys that I used to have a debilitating stutter. I became a polyglot, meaning I speak multiple languages. I'm smooth, confident, happy, fulfilled. I now get paid to serve and coach men overcome their limiting beliefs and insecurities. And I feel like I'm living a dream. I feel like I have the best job in the world. This guy right here who dates beautiful women, who's just living a life that I always knew that I could, but it didn't start until I did, and I constructed what I'm about to speak to you guys in this video. So buckle up, fellas. Let's get into it. Let's cook. Now, a lot of you don't know who I am. There's a lot of new people come into the channel. So let me introduce myself. My name is Dudley, okay? And I know that becoming a James Bond, a real life James Bond, sounds like a bold claim. A lot of you probably think that that's horseshit. But the truth is, all James Bond is a Renaissance man. And a Renaissance man is a multifaceted well-versed man in different disciplines, okay? Well-rounded, not making one thing his personality, okay? Now, I'm going to show you guys exactly how I became a real life James Bond and how I help my clients do the same thing in about 90 days. I'm not going to sit here and act like this is going to be easy. If you do what I'm going to tell you, you can typically shift your paradigm in about 90 days. Some guys it's quicker. Some guys it takes longer. I don't know your story personally. I don't know how much trauma you have from your childhood. I don't know what you've been through. But typically, if you do these things, you can start to see shifts in your life pretty quickly, so long as you follow what I'm going to break down for you guys, right? Now, before I go into detail of how I did this for myself and how I do it for my clients, I want to talk to you guys about, exactly who I was before I became a Renaissance man. Let's cook. Now, I have to tell you guys who this is for exactly because I don't want to waste your time. All right. If this isn't for you, you can click off the video, G. If you are a single, ambitious man who knows that you're living a suboptimal life right now, this is for you. If you're a man who wants to date high quality beautiful women, not fives or sixes, and have burning desire from them, something that most men never experience. How do I know that most men never experience this? Look at the state of the current dating market right now. Especially with the video that I dropped about a month ago talking about why men should never smash or take a six seriously, which was really talking about self-respect. And the comments that I got in that video were truly telling of the current state of the masculine psyche, of the male psyche, of the modern male, right? But let's carry on. If you want to overcome your insecurities and self-sabotaging behavior, this is for you, G. If you want to find your purpose in life as a man and become a leader, this is for you. If you're tired of all the, excuse me, bullshit red pill content that doesn't align with you, this is this is definitely for you, G. This is definitely for you. Let's continue, fellas. Who is this not for? If you're content being an average man with no mission or purpose in life, which is most men, this is not for you. If you're comfortable beating off and not dating eights and nines and tens, if you want to stay on the hub all day, this ain't for you, G. If you're looking for a quick fix and don't want to use a proven system that will transform you into a completely different man, this is not for you. If you're comfortable being insecure and don't want to shift your paradigm, this is not for you. Only serious men, fellas. Seriously. If you lack drive and aren't willing to commit at least 4 hours a week to your self-improvement, this is not for you, okay? Now let's begin. The truth about being a Renaissance man that nobody will tell you. In fact, nobody even uses the word Renaissance man. Nobody even talks about this. But I digress. You can become a real life James Bond, have status, physique, mission, speak multiple languages, and have the woman of your dreams without having to drown yourself in degenerate red pill content or listening to dating gurus. Most men aren't capable of doing this because they simply don't know how. Okay, they don't know how to demolish and reconstruct their self-image slash limiting beliefs. I break this down in detail. Let me cook, fellas. Let's go. Okay, they don't know how to remold and build their appearance archetype. Now, yeah, we can talk about the superficial, how to max your looks, how to work on your style, which is very important. I'm not gonna lie. Working on your looks and how you have a haircut, what type of hairstyle you have, and all this stuff. But when guys start to make this their entire personality and they're going into tweezing your eyebrows, I'm not hating on that, fellas. I did the minoxidil on the eyebrows, the minoxidil on the beard. There is a place for all that. Yes, you have to make sure that you present yourself well, which we're going to dive into. You have to make sure that you're handsome. But that's like putting a band-aid on you if you have cancer. There's a visceral issue that's way more deep, that's way more profound, that's making you sick. And you have to go inside and clean that out, okay? You can't just put a band-aid on it. That's what I'm talking about, fellas, okay? Also, they don't know how to use the modern day Renaissance approach and set up a quick fix. How do I know? Because I created it, bro. Let's continue. But don't worry, I'm not gonna let that happen to any of you guys, right? There's no such thing as women only care about looks and money. You've heard this before. It's just your turn, bro. All these chicks just care about, money. Bro, I've lived all over the world. Not every woman is like that, okay? Oh, I need to be successful first before I can attract women. That's not true. This is why I made the video. If you haven't watched it, make sure to go back and watch that video of why a man should be dating during every income level of his life so that he can be well versed in female nature and psychology, and he can understand how to converse, how to communicate, and how to navigate with women. Not just women, how to converse with men. You need to understand how to build rapport, understand relationship dynamics, because relationships is paramount. It's imperative for your business and your professional career. It's imperative for the women that you date. Relationships is key, guys. This is why I want you guys to date and mingle with people at every income level. Don't just stay in the house and be a recluse, okay? Now, all you guys care about is women. This is why you watch so much red pill content. I get it. You got your heart broken. So did I. Every man has to get his heart broken, but don't make this your entire personality. You first need to become a complete man. This is the difference, okay? You keep on mentally masturbating, watching all this degenerate content. Let's continue. Now, if you want to be this man, I'm going to show you exactly how to navigate around the previous barriers I mentioned. I hope you were paying attention. I hope you were taking notes, right? How I overcame insecurity, stuttering, and being a timid man to speaking multiple languages, living all over the world and dating beautiful women and living in my purpose, coaching and serving men just like you. I feel like I'm living a dream. I have the best job in the world, and I hope every man is able to find his purpose and live a free life and live as a sovereign man, bro. I feel so blessed. But let's continue. How to find your North Star, being your purpose as a man, and live freely in 90 days or less. Again, everybody's time frame is different. Some of my clients, they're able to break out of it earlier. Some, it takes longer. That's okay. I'm going to keep working with you until you do get there, brother. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now, how to do all this without having to be a red pill robot or watching fluffy surface level, self-improvement, redundant, gate-kept content. A lot of people be gatekeeping you guys, okay? Straight up. All right, let's continue. And again, just to reiterate and further clarify for those of you that are still watching the video, congrats, okay? If you don't know me, here's a brief backstory about how I got here. I am a first-generation Haitian American immigrant. I grew up poor, insecure, and bitter like a motherfucker, bro. Okay, I had a debilitating stutter. I was molested as a child, grew up in a broken home, and bounced around from home to home as a kid. In fact, I didn't have my own bed until I was like 15 years old, bro. I always knew I could be a great man. I always knew though, like I had this flame that I spoke to you guys about previously that I always knew I could be a great man, right? Even as roaches and mice would crawl over me every single night as I slept on the floor. True story. But I'm extremely passionate, which I hope you guys can tell by now. I'm extremely passionate about helping men break out of mental purgatory, which is that place that so many men reside. Every day starts to feel like the same, and they're not making progress. Brother, it's up here. You need to fight up here. You need to reconstruct your self-image. It's not that you're not working hard enough. It's not that you don't have the information. You're on YouTube. You can find everything. Any single coaching program that somebody has, you can find the information probably for free online. It's the blueprint, it's the accountability, it's the action, it's the person that you resonate with, bro. You need a system, bro. This is what it's about. In a little bit, I'm going to talk to you guys about systems, right? So, where was I? Shall we continue, fellas? Okay. Mental purgatory, overcome insecurity, and live their wildest dreams in life, right? Now, I know what it feels like to, feel like a lion locked in a cage, a man that's destined for more, but you're in this environment right now that's not conducive to who you know that you can be. Now, my life's mission, fellas, is to help men realize their inner greatness and to set them free to roam and conquer like the big dog they should know that you are. This is why I created Modern Day Renaissance Man. Let's go. Okay. Now, Modern Day Renaissance Man is my simple blueprint that I built through my own trial and error of a lifetime of living in insecurity, not getting the women I wanted, and feeling like a powerful lion locked in a cage. Now, I've decided to break it all down for you. Let's go, fellas. In the following steps, I'll show you the entire outline, the entire process that I created from A to Z of what I did to accomplish this lifestyle so that you too can use my blueprint to become a real life James Bond. Okay, let's go, fellas. Oh, sure, let me go back. Let's go. Get a quick sip of water for y'all. Now, the Renaissance method, guys, that I I constructed this as I was going through my life struggles, right? It consists of 5 pillars that I'm about to break down for you guys right here. Now, number one, which is paramount, which is of the utmost importance, is mindset. Now, as a man, you have to hijack your mind. I made a video talking about this. After this video, go ahead and watch that video, right? This pillar focuses on reforming your identity, shedding old beliefs, habits, and securities, and taking control of your life. Now, gentlemen, when it comes to mindset, I'm pretty sure that if you're into self-improvement, you've watched a ton of mindset content before. But here's the thing. You're living a life right now. That's a life that is not, it doesn't exemplify the man that you know that you are. Now, as I mentioned, it's not due to information. You have the info. It's your mind. And what I mean by this is it's how you see yourself, okay? You need to reconstruct your self-image. And you do this by the daily actions that you take. Now, first, you need to go down and figure out what you want as a man. And once you realize what you want, which is going to be a C-type goal, which is a goal that you don't think that you can do it. That's the point. The point of a goal is to grow you. It's going to stretch you. As you're moving forward, it's going to make you grow. Okay, now the daily actions that you take every single day, it's going to hurt. You're going to be failing forward, right? But you're going to be building positive reinforcement. And this is when you start to get the confidence. This is when you start to get the aura. The aura comes from you being tried and tested as a man. You see, your future family needs you, or your current family needs you, right? The woman that you want needs you. You need to be strong, bro. As men, we are forged in fire like a sword. So the mindset is of the utmost importance, which is why this is the first pillar. You need to go out, set your goals, and then try every day. You have the information, fellas. I don't need to tell you, you have the information. This is how you build an iron mind, by fortifying yourself every single day. Now, this is exactly what I did. I used to be afraid of speaking. So I went out and I just started speaking to random people, stuttering, embarrassing myself. But then I started getting better. And then I hired a coach. I hired a speech therapist. And I started just double down and started rebuilding my image to now I speak for a living. This is how you do it. Moving into number 2, health. A man has to master his body. This pillar focuses on functional fitness, whole food nutrition, mental clarity, and herbal education. A man has to heal himself. Where do I begin? Now, my approach to this pillar is a little bit different than what you'll see on conventional fitness YouTube channels. I approach health from a holistic perspective, right? Now, for one, you need to be training functionally. You need to be able to be flexible, durable, explosive, right? You need to know how to protect yourself and fight, right? While looking aesthetic. It's not just about aesthetics. There's nothing wrong with bodybuilding, but you have to, embody every component of fitness. So I focus on this. I train functionally. Now, secondly, you need to eat properly, whole food nutrition. You need to eliminate neurotoxins, chemicals, dyes, okay, blue number 1, red number 2, okay, all of these toxins are reasons why a lot of guys have low testosterone, balding prematurely, erectile dysfunction. All of these issues and maladies are coming from the foods that we eat, guys. Your cells regenerate themselves based off of the nutrition that we put in our bodies. So I teach my guys herbs, how to heal yourself. I'm a Haitian, okay? We're very big on herbs. So this is what I did for my life because I found myself getting lost in the American life of eating all these processed foods. And I had to go back to my roots and take over my body, train functionally and eat healthy. And then once I started to clear that up, my mind started to work more efficiently as I was eating healthier. And I started to see that really the needle in my life in conjunction with my mindset, I started to evolve and become the man that I knew that I could be. This is how I started changing my life from a visceral level, okay? Moving into number 3. Number 3, relationships. Life is all about relationships, whether sexual, business, friendship, or with God, okay? Now, a man needs to master this sector of his life to have true wealth and freedom. You see so many guys who, they have the money, guys. They have the physique, they're shredded, but they're lonely. Why is this? They don't have a relationship with God, okay? People are so afraid to talk about God these days, okay? They don't have a relationship with God. They don't have a good relationship with themselves, or they don't have relationships at all. Women are trying to use them. Friends are trying to use them. They're out in Dubai making all this money. They're out in New York City, Miami, wherever, and they're lonely. You have to cultivate meaningful relationships, guys. You have to be authentic and you will attract what you are. Okay. You have to know how to vet people. Okay. I also made a free vetting guide. Go check that out, guys. I don't think you realize sometimes how much value I give you guys on this channel. Go check the mindset playlist alone and the dating playlist alone, bro. I could have made 3 courses out of that shit, bro. It's all for free. Go check that out. Take full advantage of that. But A man has to master the relationships in his life, okay? You can have all these things I'm going to talk about, but if you don't have meaningful relationships, bro, when you come off from work, when you're done working, even if you have the money, you got the mansion, the penthouse, whatever, you're going to feel empty inside, okay? So moving into number 4, which is mission and purpose. So important. A man must conduct himself with brevity, okay? Now, being that he needs to be concise, we focus on your purpose, right? So I had to focus on my purpose as a man, and I had to take the time and ponder and say, what did I want? And I realized that ever since I was 11 years old, I wanted to be a guidance counselor. I wanted to guide, I wanted to lead, even if I couldn't speak clearly back then. So now, as a grown man, I've actualized that desire by working on all these different things. But let's continue. A man's purpose is usually found in the things that he's running from, aka his pain. Without purpose, you are defeated. You are a defeated man, not worthy of breath. If you're living right now, fellas, day to day, and you don't know what your purpose is, what do you, I mean, I'm not trying to be offensive here, but what are you doing? Like, you don't deserve to live. You're wasting breath. Like, it's such a privilege being here. If you're a man that doesn't know where you're going, why are you even living? I'm just being frank with you, right? I think we need to bring back tough love. Like, society has gotten way too soft. You're a bitch. If you don't know what you want to do, what's going on, get it together, bro. Now, the way that I found my purpose was always going towards my pain. I was insecure. I was timid. I was poor. I was afraid to speak. I leaned into that. I speak every day now for a living. It's scary as fuck. It was scary. Every time I break through a different, a different stratosphere or level in my life, it's scary, bro. It's like ripping off a scab. It's raw. And now I'm in this brand new world and I need to fend for myself. Yes, this is when the man is made, when he's tested, bro. Stop being afraid of pain, bro. Lean into the pain. Run towards the pain. This is how you fucking grow. Stop being a little bitch. Let's go to number 5, bro. This is my favorite pillar right here, bro. The Renaissance. Now, Renaissance means rebirth, the emergence, right? It means to revitalize, to reawaken. This is my favorite pillar, okay? Now, this is my favorite pillar because actually, you know what? I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna start cooking. Therefore, this pillar focuses on healing and nurturing the little boy inside of you. We dive deep into your interest. I dove deep into my interests and passions as a man. Now, as men, we wear so many different hats and masks in society, whether you're a father, your title at your job, who you are for your woman, who you are for your mom. We have to be so many different things. We're the builders of society, right? We have to be all these different things on a day-to-day basis. But I always talk to you about this moment of time right here. When the lights go off and you're in that stadium alone, or you're in that shower alone, and you had a long week, a long day. Ooh, it's just you. It's just you, right? Yeah, you gotta feed yourself, fellas. You gotta pour and nurture that little boy inside of you. You gotta heal yourself. A man has to heal himself, fellas. So what I want you guys to do is start pouring into yourself. What's the interest that you had that perhaps you have to put aside because reality hit? You had to work a job, you had to focus, you had to man up. You couldn't study how to play that instrument. You couldn't learn how to ride a horse. You couldn't hop on a game if you want to, right? You couldn't learn a new language. Like for me, I love learning languages. I love traveling. I love cars. I'm obsessed with cars. I like shooting guns. I take out the time daily and weekly to pour it back into me, bro, to do things that I want, bro. We're not just here to work, fellas. I know you guys are grinding so hard. It's okay to have fun, bro. It's okay to live life. Like the self-improvement community is so fucking serious, bro. Like you can have fun, fellas. God damn. You can live life, bro. So you need to pour back into yourself as a man, right? As a leader, as a boss. You can't pour into somebody else if your cup isn't poured into already. So the Renaissance is a pillar. Actually, I constructed this whole thing, but this fifth pillar right here to me, like I'm getting chills talking about this because we have so many things that we want to do, bro. But it's like you're all these different things. But who the fuck are you for yourself, bro? Like, this shit is spiritual, bro. Who are you for yourself, bro? Along your heroic journey, your path, shit is hard, bro. I know it's hard, bro. Everybody want to be great. Everybody want to be a titan, but not everybody's gonna make it, bro. This is why I made these 5 pillars. This is how I did it. This is how I help my guys. So that being said, let's continue. So here's how I optimized each pillar of modern day Renaissance man to transform my client Malik's life. Now, this is one of my favorite clients, as I mentioned. Now, I coached him to level up. He ended up starting his own business, and he just got engaged to the girl of his dreams. I'm so proud of him, bro. I love this story. So this right here is Malik. This is a client of mine, and the first phase, which I go through like with my clients, is day 1 through day 30 is mindset, which I've already spoken about that. Breaking limiting beliefs by running towards your fears and building stronger, more capable version of yourself. Now, secondly, I introduce brotherhood, right? I have a community. And this is important for positioning like-minded men around you with similar goals to self-actualize is paramount to success. The reason I like to offer group coaching is because you need that brotherhood. You need other men that's going to encourage you, but you also need healthy competition. This is where us men thrive. We have to work, we have to grind, we got to compete, bro. Stop running away from that. And then thirdly, self-analysis. Being 100% honest with where you are in order to construct your plan and take you from A to Z. You've got to be honest with yourself, bro. When I was that insecure little kid, I had to be honest and say, yo, I'm insecure, I'm fat, I can't speak. What do I do? You got to look at yourself in the mirror, bro. And then fourthly, masculine frame, bro. Being an observer of your thoughts and emotions rather than being consumed by them, okay? Staying strong when life gets cumbersome and chaotic. This will translate into how you deal with women. Guys, so many of you want the women. You're gonna get the women, bro. Calm down. But you have to work on yourself first, bro. There ain't a dating texting tactic in the world, or a red pill tactic in the world that's gonna get you the woman that you actually want and retain her. Listen to me, I'll say it again. There isn't a dating or texting tactic in the world, in all of the red pill space or dating space, that's going to get you the woman that you actually want, a hot 9, and retain her. You have to learn how to stay in your masculine frame. And you learn how to stay in your masculine frame by conquering your mind, shifting your paradigm, and being the man that you want to be. And you do this by doing every pillar that I just laid out for you guys. I hope that you're taking notes. Seriously. You want the end goal. You want the result. And so long as you focus on the result, you'll never get there. You need to focus on the process. That's a bar. I'll say it again. You need to focus and embody the process. Let's continue. My man Malik changed his entire life, bro. Now, when a man becomes everything he said he would, oh my goodness, it's so glorious. Now, when Malik reached out to me and hired me, he made great money. He worked for Facebook. He worked for Meta, a prestigious company that all of you guys know about, right? Now, on paper, he had it all. However, he had some limiting beliefs too. Now, something was still missing. He didn't have the freedom that he craved as a man. Every man wants freedom. You want control, autonomy over your life. Now, he knew he could be and do more with his life. He wanted to transform his identity and live life on his terms. And I told him straight up, I said, yo, you work for Meta. That name holds weight. If your job is not going to allow you to work remote, because I always recommend that, guys, leverage your purchasing power, open your dating pool by learning a new language, going to different countries, having multiple home bases, and being a free man while simultaneously building up your masculine network and making friends all over the world, leveling up, and connecting with high-level men. I also made a free video on the channel teaching you how to network with high-level men, guys. Again, I don't think you understand how much free value I'm giving you guys. I really don't think you understand, but I digress. So, working with me, my guy Malik, he quit his job, leveraged his skill set from Meta, started his own business like I recommended that he do. Leverage your skill set. A lot of you guys right now are scared. You work in corporate. You might be earning a good 6-figure salary. You don't have the freedom that you want. You can leverage that skill, start a business, and live anywhere you want to in the world, but you're afraid to make that leap. I want you to understand that fear, run towards it. Because once you face that fear, you're gonna do a quantum leap, bro, and you're gonna actualize your destiny and fully walk in alignment with the man that you were always called to be. This is exactly what I did, bro. This is exactly what I did. Blueprint, step by step, bro. So he started his business, learned Portuguese, moved out of cold Dublin, Ireland, met and got engaged to the woman of his dreams, all in 16 months. That's a quantum leap. That's a paradigm shift, bro. It's glorious when a man becomes everything he said he would. Now, first things first, tell me if you see a difference between this gentleman right here and this gentleman right here. You see the confidence on him, bro. You see the swag on him, bro. You see the shorty, you know what I'm saying? You see it on him, man. I love seeing guys win, bro. Seriously. I love seeing guys win, man. So, phase two, health and wellness, which I already spoke to you guys about. Focusing on functional training in order to build a capable and aesthetic body while educating on quality whole food and herbs. I educate all my clients on herbs and whole foods, right? Now, appearance. This is where we get to the look maxing, fellas. You see all the stuff that we have to go through before we got the lip maxing, bro. You guys are trying to skip the process. You just trying to tweeze your eyebrows and all this shit. You might as well put on press on nails, man. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to skip the whole process. Now we go into appearance, okay? Implementing a men's grooming routine and revamping your style to be taken more seriously, okay? How you present yourself is everything. No more dressing like a little boy. It's time to dress like a grown man. So many of you guys don't know how to groom yourself properly. You got plaque in your teeth, crust in your eyes, you're sagging your pants. What woman is gonna want to be with you, bro? What woman is gonna want to be with you, and what man is gonna take you seriously and want to conduct business with you and be friends with you if he's in a position of high esteem? This is what I'm trying to get you guys to think about, bro. This is what I'm talking about. This ain't look maxing, bro. This is soul maxing. I'm a coin. This is soul maxing, and then you work on the external. And then thirdly, culture and travel, becoming a rare cultured man, learning a new language, opening up your dating pool and friendship circle. This, I don't see nobody talking about this, bro. This right here is what changed my life, and I know that this is going to change so many men's life once they actually realize this, that you don't have to conform to the society that you live in. You can be a multi-societal man. You can be a Renaissance man, bro, a real life James Bond. You see how, like, in the movies, Bond is able to just hop from different society, speak the language, mix in and handle his own. It's real. I do it. I help my clients do it. My clients do it. And now they're getting married, bro. Had he had not learned Portuguese, had he had not left Dublin, Ireland, started his business, he wouldn't have met his wife, bro. You can do this. He wouldn't have met me when, like, I told him, I'm not one of these coaches that just like sits here online. No, I told my clients, let's meet up, let's mastermind. He flew to Medellin, Colombia, and we met up, and I introduced him to one of my other friends who's also another, like, bro, like, I don't think you guys understand, bro. You can live the life you want, bro. This shit is real. I know I'm talking to you on the screen. I'm a real human being, bro. Snap out of it, bro. There's real life that's being lived here by great men. It's time to become one of them, okay? Now, let's continue. Phase number three, okay? Day 60 to 90. Communication and social skills, how to articulate yourself succinctly, okay, and foster fruitful relationships. Now we're going to talk about how to articulate yourself with brevity, be concise, how to speak to people, how to close a deal, how to speak with women, how to speak these brand new languages that you're going to be learning, right? How to integrate in different societies and live on multiple grids. I'm talking about some real complex shit right here, fellas. Pay attention, okay? Then we move into, I can't say it on YouTube because I ain't trying to get the money out. But then we go into P enlargement and performance, how to increase your little man and become a soul snatcher. Now we're talking about bedroom performance, right? How to be a soul snatcher in the bedroom and be the best guy that a woman ever talks about. A lot of you guys are insecure about your P size. You can increase it. I've been pumping now for 2 years. I also take certain supplements, right? Nitric oxides and things of that nature to help you be vascular in all areas, okay? So I implement this with all my clients, even if they're already hung, okay? Now, female nature. Now we're talking about the girls. You see how you have to do all this? Now we're talking about understanding the uncanny, complex, tumultuous nature of women and how to lead them properly, okay? And then finally, yes, the Renaissance, gentlemen, the Renaissance, okay? How to heal yourself as a man and be prepared for anything that life throws your way. Guys, I want you to understand that life is never going to end, even when you do make it, even when you become a real life James Bond, when you become a Renaissance man that's well paid, you're laid, you got the brotherhood, you're living in your purpose, on your mission, life is gonna happen. Your parents are gonna die. You're gonna lose people. You don't know what can happen tomorrow, bro. You gotta live every day like it's your last. I always say you gotta fuck life passionately. Don't let life fuck you, because life is gonna happen, bro. And the truth is, we all have limited time here on this planet. Start living the life that you want now, bro. Like, it's making me emotional to talk about this because like this is literally my life's work, and I'm just I'm happy, bro. Like I'm fucking proud of the work that I'm doing, the guys that I'm helping, the results that we're getting, where we're going, how we're growing, and just like helping guys become free because this is my life, bro. This is what I did. And if I can do it, and I was way more insecure than 99% of you guys watching this video, bro. If I could do it, I know that this type of information can completely change your life, and I'm giving it to you for free. Because again, I've always added value for free on the channel, bro. Go down my catalog. I have no issue. But a lot of you guys are arrogant. You need to put your ego aside, bro. You keep on trying to do it by yourself. Good luck. Okay, you need a brotherhood, bro. You need help. You need a blueprint, bro. I just give you my entire blueprint. Go ahead and implement this. Start today. And I want you to come back in 3 to 6 months and comment down below and tell me how your life has changed, fellas. So
gentlemen, if you got value out of this video and you're a man right now living a subpar life, you're not living to your fullest potential, you're not dating the women that you want to date, you're not confident, you're not secure in yourself, and you know that you were called to do so much more, and you want to learn how to become a real life James Bond, you want to learn how to become a modern day Renaissance man using the modern day Renaissance man method, click that link down below and let's see if it's a fit. Let's see if it makes sense for us to work together. I know that this video was a little bit different. I typically don't do the traditional classroom setting educational videos, but I didn't want to gatekeep. I really wanted to just tell you guys and give you guys everything, the sauce, how I got to where I'm at today and how I get my clients to get to the same place. The truth is, anybody can transform their life. They just first have to hijack their mind. I'm not even a dating coach, and I have an engagement and future marriage underneath my belt. Go ahead and ask any other dating guru over here how many engagements they have underneath their belts. I'm not teaching you degenerate behavior. I'm teaching you how to actually become a classy, elegant, capable man. That being said, fellas, hope you got tons of value. I will see you guys in the next video. Salute.